Anybody here yet? Let's see, anybody on here yet? Ground fog. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm running late, like pretty much usual. Give me just a second. Had to make sure I didn't have no pew-pews where anybody could see them. Let's see, who and all's here? Joe Casper, The Cutting Edge, Mike Simple Life. Howdy, how y'all doing? Just a second, you know me. Let's see here. Hey, how you doing, Marco? The knife shift. I have your traveling knife, and I'm going to have a video out about it tomorrow. Might have to get away from this fire here in a minute. Canada Dry. So I hope you guys are doing good. Brother Blades and More, how you doing this evening, brother? I just figured I've been like so mega busy lately, and I got done. I've been working on a chicken coop and chicken run. I finally finished it up a little while ago, after dark, of course. I hope everybody's doing real good. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting adventure since the last time I did a live. Like a survivor thing. This thing's like way too big. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, I hope everybody's doing good. I was thinking about doing this. I've been, as I said, I've been building a chicken coop and a chicken run. Finally got it done. I got the little ladies all settled and everything. So yeah, this morning I got out and I was doing some work with this bad boy. This is not the strong arm. I cannot remember it's the one that's like a strong arm. Matter of fact, I traded South Carolina Knife Monkey Justin, starts say junkie, the monkey junkie, Justin on this one. And I started working on her a little today and checking it out. And fellers and fellerettes, it's just like another strong arm, a slightly different blade shape. But I've been having some fun with that. And then I worked the rest of the day on the little mini homestead. Yeah, it's a little too much fire. I had to get away from it. I just like to sit out here, and I don't know if y'all can hear the crickets and tree frogs. And I don't necessarily have to be right on top of it. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to be on top of it right now. Yeah, I actually just got done. I put up the post that I was going to do a live while I was still screwing down the last pieces of roofing on my chicken run. How you doing, man? Yeah, I've been a little bit out of contact here lately for a lot of things, but things are starting to kind of level out now. We got Yvonne. She's going in Monday for her 4th all-day chemo treatment, and we did yesterday we had her second PET test. We don't know the results of that until Monday, but she's scheduled for several more chemo treatments. And then we go, how you doing, James, Mr. Sippy Dog? And yeah, but after Monday we find out then she gets another chemo treatment, and then we find out where we stand there, if we're getting anywhere near surgery time or it's going to take more time or whatnot. I don't know if y'all can see me very good or not. I'm not going to get no closer to the fire. Yeah, I was debating on whether to do this or not, but it has rained here. Anybody in the southeast knows what I'm talking about. It has been raining here for like 2 weeks straight, and right now I've heard some thunder back off in the distance. We might have to run, jump under the little shed up here in a minute if it starts raining. But yeah, the ground, everything is so saturated, and that's one reason I have these. Yeah, they're full of citronella oil, and got the fire going. The fire is actually a good little piece behind me because the mosquitoes are insane. Sounds like helicopters in your ears. And if you wonder why I keep doing this, I got new glasses, and it's thank you. Good to see you. Yeah, chemo is pretty tough work. I never really realized how tough. And it's like cumulative, you know. The first one, maybe not so bad. The second one, it's not like you get over the first one before you do the second one. It accumulates. And when you get to the third, fourth, fifth one, it starts taking a pretty good toll. But hope we'll have a round two if we have more participants. Yep. Yeah, I started, matter of fact, well, I don't have it on me right now. I was going to take a shower a while ago, and I said, I'm going to step outside while I got a few minutes to do a late night live and holler at some of the fellers and fellerettes. But yeah, yesterday I carried the traveling knife yesterday and today, and I put it in there on my nightstand a little while ago when I was doing all this because I didn't want to lose it. And I've been out here for about 6.5 hours finishing up this chicken run and chicken coop. Jerry, what is happening, Mr. Phillips? Yeah, I've been kind of out of the loop. Haven't hardly done any videos or shorts or anything short here and there. It's just, man, time is so crazy. I'm either working, getting ready to go to work, or we're going to a doctor's appointment, or getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment, or spending all day at chemo. It's nuts. What is that, Coop? Did y'all hear Cooper? Yep. Now, I laid a bag of deer corn over here beside me, and Cooper's peeing on it. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can see very well or not, but might symbolize. Yeah, showers, man. Yeah, big old fella like me, you got to take quite a few showers. You start getting kind of, you know. Yeah. What's happening, Stan? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm hoping to be a little bit more present here now that we've at least kind of hit I had to take a hat off. Now that we've kind of hit a cruising altitude, so to speak. And like I said, I got out here today and was testing on that Gerber, and I really dig it. It's basically, it's pretty much just like the Strong Arm. It's the Prodigy, that's what it is. This is one I traded Justin at South Carolina Knife Monkey out of. And yeah, we've been giving her a little bit of a workout today. And I might actually like this one a little better than the Strong Arm. And I am a Strong Arm. I love the Strong Arm. But yeah, we've been doing a little bit. I've made a few little video clips with it so far and everything. I'll probably be doing a little review on that before long. Yeah, we went to Kentucky several weeks ago for Brother Dwayne's knife show and had a ball. We had a blast up there. We needed a weekend off bad. And on the way back, we went to the Museum of the Appalachians, and it is huge. I mean, it is an all-dayer to go through that. A lot of it's outdoors, a lot of log cabins, a lot of corn cribs, a lot of old school. It's like a big giant village. And then there's a lot of stuff under roof, a lot of old Appalachian instruments and tools. I mean, it's jam up. I've got all that. I'm going to do a video on that. I've imported it, but that's as far as I've gotten so far. Yeah, the strong arm is a killer little knife. I've probably done the strong arm on my channel. I've had it on here so many times, people probably got tired of seeing it, but it's it is, I guess you'd say it's my go-to. And well, my son took my strong arm, but yeah, it's kind of a go-to, which I can get it back anytime I want it. But the Prodigy, it's basically the knife, the handle. I probably should have set up a little better light to show y'all knives, but the handle is similar but a little different than a strong arm. The blade is similar but a little different than a strong arm. It's still a thick little beast. It's got 90-degree edges, strike a ferro rod good. It's a jam up knife. I believe that Justin, the Knife Monkey, I think he traded, don't get me wrong on this, I think he traded Arizona EDC, Louis, and got it. And then I had a knife, it was a, I think it was an old timer, a 510 OT, I believe it was. I traded it for, because I had two of them. I didn't need two of them. He really liked it, and I said, hey, let's do it. Well, look there. There's Mike Yarlett. I didn't see you in here, buddy. Hope everything's going good up there in Tennessee. Got your Prodigy from Walmart. I've looked at my Walmart. Everybody talks about all the knives they have at Walmart, the Civivis and all these different knives. We have a super Walmart. It's one of the small super Walmarts. And you're lucky to go in. They got a really nice knife display with like 3 knives in it. And every now and then you get lucky. I bought a bunch of just dropping in, brother. Well, it's nice for you to drop in. I appreciate it, buddy. There's Louie right there. How you doing, bud? But yeah, we have not had anything like this at our Walmart. You know, we get a few of the Swiss Tech knives in. I bought probably 15 altogether of the orange Ozark Trail knives, and I finally got some packages out this week, and I'm going to send the rest of them off Monday. I'm so proud. I've been holding on to these packages and adding little stuff to them, and finally decided I got to get them out of here. But Fat Sadie, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Yeah, I thought I'd drop in and just, hey, I'm still alive. And I got some videos coming up. A couple of them are going to be like really long, kind of disjointed videos, you know, but I'm disjointed anyway, so, you know. It's going to be a culmination of doing a lot of different things and whatnot. I think it's going to be fun. I'm working on some stuff too. I have 4 knives done. I got them cut out, basic grind heat treat, and yeah, I'm about to put handles on the last 2. I got 2 with handles on them, and they're ready to go. And then I'm going to make sheaths for all of them and see what happens from there. I might send them out to a bunch of you guys and say, hey, beat them up and let me know what you think. They wound up kind of weird. I did them all exactly the same on the heat treat. Heat treated them all at exactly the same time. And one of them wound up at a 56 HRC, and 2 of them wound up at 58, and one was 54. And I think the 54, I'm just gonna play with it around here and see, you know, how it turns out. And then I made a pretty heavy duty knife slash machete, kind of like the Condor Hudson Bay, out of a bush hog blade. Yeah. Dwayne Letterman, how you doing, man? Yeah, I was texting with Justin the other night, and he said he was on a telephone call, three-way telephone call with Dwayne Letterman and Louie from Arizona EDC, and said, "Hey man, you want to get in?" But it was already like 11:30 at night, and I had to get up at 4 a.m., so I had to pass on it. Yeah, I hope all you guys doing good. How many people are in here? Oh, well, that's better than I thought I'd do this late at night. Uh, yeah, I just wanted to kind of get going again, and I thought this might be the best way to do it. And got a few shorts made and a couple of videos. One of them, like I say, is like really, really long. Well, they're both really, really long, like over an hour. And then I'm working on one today with the Gerber Prodigy. And oh, and also, let me see if I can get it out of my pocket. I'm sitting in one of these little camp chairs, and it's rated for 250 pounds, so I might disappear in a minute. But yeah, I was messing with this one too. I forgot I still had it in my pocket. That Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. I just can't find enough good to say about these things, man. I mean, man, you talk about jam up, heavy duty folding knife, batoning, whatever you want to do with it. You go right on ahead and do it, and it'll take it. And yeah, they're killer knives, especially for the money. I don't remember what I paid for these. This one I know I've had probably for 5 years or so, and I got another one in there. It's still in the box. I'm thinking about using it in a giveaway coming up. And Stan, Dwayne, Barlow Brigade. Hey, I didn't see you, Jim. How you doing, buddy? But that is a wicked beast right there. If you're looking for a good knife to put in a bug out bag or drop it in the door pocket of your truck or whatever, man, it's hard to beat. You got to be real careful with that locking mechanism, especially if your hands are sweaty or something, because it can pull it right through, man. She's sharp too. But let's see, Warthog solid pole. Yep, this varies. Man, I was watching. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was doing some field testing with these pocket Bushmans, and they were batoning wood, and they were blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, man, they got to be taking it easy on that knife, for the camera or whatnot. And so I have one, and I didn't want to really just sell this one. They are tough. I mean, they're not a flipper by no means. You hear that? That's a working knife. But I had this one. I didn't necessarily want to beat the snot out of it, so I found them. They were on sale on Amazon or something. I can't remember how I got it. And I got another one. And then I wound up with a third one, and I beat the snot out of it, sharpened it back up and cleaned it up and gave it away. And now I still got one in a box. I'm probably going to do a giveaway with it too. How you been doing, Mr. Joe? I hate to look at the comments like this, because the whole progressive slash thing. These are progressives, but they also are lined bifocals. It's like 2 parts progressive, 1 part lined bifocal. I love to read, and man, they work out great. Yeah, I was telling Brother Mickey at Hillbilly Ridge last week that I was working on a trade with a fella, and I didn't think he was really going to go through with it. But I had a Palmetto State Armory AR-15. It's one of the base, it's the Freedom version, and they're like, I think it was like $350 or something like that, straight out the door. And I put a little, not super expensive, but a good optic on top of it, one of the Sig Sauer Romeo 4s. And it's like $100 optic, so I figure I got like $450 in it. And this guy that I know had bought a backup guitar for playing at church. And we were talking about it. And he hadn't even gotten the guitar in from Sweetwater's. And he said, heck, if you want to, I'll just trade you that guitar for that AR. And I said, you've got to be kidding. It was a Martin 000 D15 mahogany. And I got it yesterday in the Sweetwater box. He didn't even open it. So that might be the best trade I've ever done. Oh, and I threw in 3 knives, but they were all like case knives. I threw in 3 knives too. So I figure I probably got what, $550 in it, and it's a $1,500 guitar. So yeah, I like to pick and grin some, mostly by myself. But Gary, how are you, buddy? Man, I didn't know this many people would show up on a night like this. Yeah, especially at it's probably got to be 11 by now. Yeah, 11:02. Yeah, I got done with the work, and that's the way things have been going. I've been busy, burning the candle at both ends. And then when I get time to do something, oh, well, I'm not going to do a live. It's too late. And I'm going to have to get in bed. You know, this is Saturday night, so I don't have to. But because I get up at 4 in the morning for work, and it's just... But it looks like things are leveling off, finally. Everything's still day to day with Yvonne and the cancer treatments, one day at a time. The good Lord's in charge. And we just going for the ride, you know. Yep, Gary, Ms. Cornbread, she's today wasn't a real good day. She's had her 4th all-day chemo treatment, and when she goes all day, and then they send her home with a little, it's like a little purse or whatnot with a chemo pump, and she's got to wear that for 2 days after the full day. And the doctor said that they were doing his words were, we are going nuclear, we're going to carpet bomb, blah, 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 blah. So they're giving her the strongest chemotherapy, the biggest they can possibly give her. Her PET test came in last month, and it was, they said that she was somewhere between a 1 and 2. It was really hard to tell between stage 1 and 2. So that was awesome. That was a pure blessing. Didn't come back stage 4 inoperable. And, you know, we've been really excited about that. Yep, Yvonne up, brother. Yeah, Yvonne saw when you did your initial video after she was diagnosed and all. Yvonne watched it, and she subscribed to you. She's been watching, but she watches on TV, and so she can't leave comments and stuff. But she's been watching a bunch of videos. We went up to Kentucky, and she met everybody up in Kentucky, and man, she fell in love with Dwayne and Donna, and Brian from Brian's Knives, his wife Heather, brother Mickey, Hillbilly Ridge, his wife Jenny, and Bubba, Brian Hembrew, Bubba's EDC, and his wife. I'm sorry, I cannot remember her name right this second. God, if anybody knows her name, would you please put it up here? Toasty. Why hookers? That's a crime against humanity. Well, a different kind of hooker. I'm glad you brought that. I've actually been thinking about the possibility, mod me. I thought you were already a mod. What happens to, I guess maybe, I don't know if that worked or not. But I guess maybe if you don't do a live for a while, you lose your moderators or something. I don't know. But yeah, she's already, yep, he's turned blue. So Knife Monkey's a mod now. And I don't mind if people come on and just, as long as they don't get ugly. I don't deal with the ugly stuff. Yeah, she got to get better in time for Ellaville. After she went to Brother Dwayne's knife show up there in Kentucky, she's into it now. I had a Case Longhouse that Brian Sherwood, Brian's Knives, had gifted me back like a year and a half ago when they first came out. And she was looking at it, and I said, yeah, you remember Brian from up in Kentucky? And he said, did he have the wife Heather? And I said, yep. And she saw the knife and everything, and she was like, I said, do you want it? She said, yep. She stuck it in her pocket. That's where it's been. So she's kind of gotten a little bit more. Wicked Blaze, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Ellaville. Good Lord willing, and everything's going well. Because we had, for the people that didn't get to go to Kentucky, we needed that weekend bad. We went up there and stayed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we got home that Sunday night at like 11 o'clock, and we had a blast meeting everybody, and everybody's just so cool. And Barlow Brigade. Okie dokie, hang on a second. Let me see if I can make this work again. All right, Gary Graham, I got my GMRS license and call sign. I hear you. I want to, I'll tell you what, for some reason there is a company called TalkPod, and they have sent me 3 little handheld radios, the ham radios, and they're also 2-way radios and whatnot. And when they first sent the first 2, I thought it was just like walkie-talkies. And they sent me an email, hey, would you like for us to send you these to try out? I said, sure, that'd be nice, thank you, appreciate the opportunity. They sent them, and like 2 weeks later, they sent another one. And then about a week ago, they sent their newest version to me. And I took them out of the box and I charged them up and put them back in the box, and that's all I've done with them because I don't know anything about them. So, Gary Graham, if you will send me, if you'll send me your address at huntingforhookers@gmail.com, I'll send you a couple of handheld portable ham radios. Because I don't know what to do with them. I'm dumber than a box of rocks when it comes to that stuff. Now let me get caught back up here. Got my stickers, Cornbread. The logo you made for me. Yeah, the logo turned out pretty good. Yeah, I hooked up. Who was that I did a logo for? Oh, it was Brian. Brian's Knives. I did a logo for him a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was. He had the base idea, and when I make these logos, y'all, all I'm doing is using ChatGPT Image Maker. That's all I do. You can get a free account, and you're allowed so many designs, and then you go to the account that's like $7.99 a month, and it's so many more designs, and then you can go pro, blah, blah. I just use the free account, and that's how I make all these things. It's not that I'm a brilliant person. You just literally hold your phone. I turn the microphone on, and like the one I used tonight, I created that with ChatGPT. I would like an image with Bigfoot sitting beside a campfire at night with a full moon, yada yada. Boom, there it is. And it's usually exactly what I had in mind. So you guys ought to try it out sometime. It's pretty fun. Guess I'm going up before you see me. What's happening, Juddy? Well, I guess I'm going up before you see me. I don't understand what you mean, brother. Ham does make a good sandwich, brother. I threw some Spam on the Blackstone tonight. Spam and eggs and cheese and some of that low-carb bread, and turned it into kind of like a Spam, egg, and cheese patty melt. It was good, too. Dan Edwards, it's unfortunate that some of us are technically challenged on some subjects, but we generally sharpen the knife. Thanks. Yep, you got that right, Dan. I was going to do some knife sharpening tonight in this, and it's been thundering, and I got a bunch of thunderheads over me now. I got this flashlight that my son got me as some kind of military, as far as the tactical thing, and it's like stupid bright. And I shined it up a while ago, and it didn't look real good. And I still got a little lightning back over here in the horizons and all, but we gonna stick with it until, you know, it starts pouring rain. Other people are texting, causing my message to go up before you see I was here. Oh, okay. Well, it's good to see you, Judy. I've been watching a few videos with the wife and hanging out with her some, but I haven't been watching much on my phone, so I haven't been commenting too much, but I'm going to cut out. Well, it's good to see you, Warthog, and thanks for the prayers. Keep the prayers coming, because the prayers are like gold. It's far more valuable than oh, God. Man, that daggone citronella smoke blowing right in my face. Excuse me. All right. Now, let me see if I can reposition that, because that was throwing some light so y'all can see my beautiful face. It's good to see you too, brother. Yes, hopefully I'm going to be getting back in the swing of things a little bit. Now that, like, a cancer diagnosis for about 2 months, every doctor on earth that ends with ist, you go see them. We have seen everybody but a podiatrist and a dentist. I mean, geez, Nelly. Everybody runs tests. Everybody, you know, it's been a whirlwind. Yep, the power of group prayers. Is Brother Jim still in? Or Brother Rex still in here, Jim? I was going to ask him how he's been doing. I started to ask a while ago, and I went off on another. Nicholas Ballard, have you used the Motorola radios we bought anymore? And so, yeah, this Nicholas Ballard on here, he's got a channel he's about to start making content on. And he and I, well, he found it. It was a really good deal on Marketplace on 6 Motorola radios with the chargers and everything. They've been used at Carowinds Amusement Park. And I went and picked them up. And yes, Nick, I've used them 2 at a time. I've never tried like all 3 of them or anything, but all of them have been checked. And I hunted with them last year. And like any radio, they have, you know, line of sight gets you, you know. But as far as a good 2-way radio, in the woods radio, around the house radio, they've been jammed up so far. Have you been able to use yours yet? How are you doing, Brother Rick? Slowly healing. Thank you, everyone, for your much needed prayers. You are most welcome, and I appreciate all y'all's prayers too. This place has been, man, all the brothers and sisters I've met on YouTube have been nothing but a complete blessing. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago that Dwayne and Miss Donna drove down, and we met them at the Cracker Barrel on I-85, exit 40 on I-85. And he gave us the check where he'd done all the auctions and everything. And we put that in a savings account for the down payment on the upcoming surgery. But mercy day, you guys beat anything I've ever seen. Nicholas Ballard, yeah, a couple of times. They came in handy when we went to Western North Carolina to clean up from Helene. Yep. Yeah, I think you told me about that. I know y'all went to do some Helene cleanup. I do most of my hunting and fishing down at the Winn-Dixie. I wish we still have Winn-Dixies. All of them, and really in the Carolinas, I believe, there's no more Winn-Dixies. We used to shop there when I was a kid all the time. I appreciate that. I will tell her, Garrett, she might be watching this. She never chimes in because, like I say, she watches everything on the TV, on the wall. And YouTube needs to fix that where you can comment when you're watching on a television. I don't know why. I don't know why you can't do that, but yeah, Rick Wiseman, he's a jam up dude. I love watching his content. He just seems like such a genuine sweet, godly person, you know. You can't fake that, you know. Yeah, I get Gary, as I was saying, we appreciate all the prayers. I mean, every one of them. And we have a text chain that we communicate every day or two. And it kind of seems like every time you kind of get a little down and a little bit overwhelmed and stuff going on, somebody pops in. You know, we're thinking about you. And I don't know if y'all hear that or not. Got a young man who's trying to commit suicide on the side of the mountain on his motorcycle. Gary, you have a great evening, sir, and God bless you, buddy. What can we expect in some upcoming videos? Maybe a deer blind build? Yeah, that's real funny that you said that. I have 2 deer blinds that I'm going to be building probably starting tomorrow after church. One of them is actually going to be a chicken coop on the back of the chicken run. And I'm going to build them identical. And I want the chicken coop that way so I can walk in with a walk-in door and I can clean it out and everything. And I'm going to build 2 identical, and the other one's going to replace the one of Yvonne's that basically the creek bank washed out and it leaning over toward the creek. The only thing that was holding it were the steel cables. And I got it up out of there and part of the way out of the woods. I managed to save the metal roof on it, but everything else is going to wind up right here. But yeah, if you guys, Nick, if you want to, I'll film the deer blind build. I got some more nice stuff coming up. You know, as I was telling everybody a while ago, I've been working on beating on some knives and stuff, and got some pew stuff coming up. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but when I got my Henry a couple years ago, RLO Leatherworks, I went on there, and Rick, he does some really jam up leather work, and I got one of those leather wraps that goes around the stock of your gun that holds the ammo, and it's got a little pocket and everything in it. And ever since then, it's been the #1 indexed video or blog post on Google for RLO Leatherworks and what was the terms they used? Lever action rifle upgrade. I've had the #1 spot in those ever since. And he saw it. He didn't know I'd even made it. And I didn't make it for him I made it just to be honest and hey, this is cool stuff, you know, check it out. And he got in touch with me and he sent me another setup, including a sling for my 30-30. Well, I sold one. You guys remember the 30-30 that I put the orange and brown hunting for hookers, leather and all? I sold that. And I still got the other 30-30. And he sent me the full leather kit to put on it and do a review on. So that's going to be coming up real soon. I have some clips. I don't know if I got enough stuff to make a video or not, where I did a little overnight at the river. And I went into a thrift store and they had a piece that was 26 by 18 of the ripstop material. And it kind of feels almost kind of like a umbrella material, but it's got the little grid lines in it and everything. It won't rip, yada, yada. And I cut that into a good size and made a tarp and a camping shelter out of it. And throw your sleeping bag underneath it. I did that. Caught a couple of little small trout and cooked them, but I don't know if I got enough to really make a good video. I might cut it up and make a little short out of it or something. But anyway, all that is to tell Mr. Nicholas Ballard, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming up. Let's get together after the baby comes and do a camping video. Hey, let's do it. I'm game for it. It just has to be something that's planned, because I don't know, you know, whatever time is going to be going on with Yvonne. But if I know a little ahead of time, I can plan it and I can do it. Yeah, Nick, we spent some time at the place that I do contract maintenance at. He worked there for quite a while, and he left. I guess it's probably been about a year ago now, hasn't it, Nick? And yeah, Nick, he's a good guy. He needs to start making some content too for his channel. Y'all might remember I did one video. It was a short, a black Camaro, and we needed a belt for it to get it kicked off, and because Nick's into hot rodding and stuff, and we took a piece of rope and made a belt out of it and fired the Camaro off. That's been a while back. HT, hey, hang on a minute. I met Harold. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're not gone already. I didn't see you pop through there, bud. I get to run in my mouth and, you know. Cliff Maynard, how are you doing, buddy? Mangus, is Mangus in here too? Man, I'm missing everybody. Now I'm scrolling back and I'm gonna get lost. If I've missed any of you guys, I am sorry. But yeah, I bought a bunch of little pullets about the size of my thumb. Little tested hens. Got some Rhode Island Reds and different ones. And we got some of the great big black, like Rubbermaid containers with yellow lids, and I made a wire lid to go on it. And we had them in my daughter's room till they got big enough to come outside. Well, then we got into, I was doing a lot of overtime work at work, and working on Fridays, which we usually work Monday through Thursday, and everything with the wife and all her doctor stuff. It took me forever to get finished with this chicken run and this chicken. I got just a little temporary coop inside right now for them to get in, and we'll be building a coop tomorrow. Coop / hunting house. And but yeah, I had those chickens in my daughter's room, and we tore her room all to pieces. We're redoing the walls, floors, and just basically remodeling her bedroom. And so we're about to start hanging the rock and everything. So I had to get them chickens out of there. And so we got them out last weekend. I got the run done, and away from them to get out of the rain. And this weekend I finished it. Now all I got to do is build the coop. You been doing all right, Harold? Dan Edwards, Cliff Maynard. Yes, I am making gunslings, Nick. I haven't put much of that kind of stuff on here yet because I'm trying to get them where they look good, because most of my stuff is functional. Yeah, I make it, and I try to make it real heavy duty and real functional, and I haven't put a whole lot of attention to like AW Custom Designs on here, and Mike Yarlett, and Jerry Phillips, and South Carolina Knife Monkey, all these guys. And I shouldn't start naming names because I'm gonna leave people out, but all these guys, they make really cool looking, cosmetically nice stuff, and I've been just shooting straight for function, and I'm starting to turn the corner a little bit and just try to make stuff a little nicer. I've made 2 gunslings so far, and I made a new guitar strap day before yesterday, I think it was. And yeah, it's coming along. You want one? Well, I tell you what, we'll hook you right. It's easy to hook you up one because I can see you a lot. But it would be really great to have one that could hold a fixed blade. Hey, we can fix you right up with that. I'll just make a sheath and add it to the gunsling. That's no problem. It might take a little longer than it normally does when I make stuff, because like I say, I'm trying to make stuff that looks nice now and something you're kind of proud to have. Well, now the cat's out of the bag, I've got several things made up that I'm going to be having giveaways on, and I'm going to do a pass around on a few things, and I'll just get some ideas, let people know, hey, and I want the truth too. If you think it looks like poop and you need to change this, tell me, or else I'm not going to get better. Yeah, I made up a big bag of of just regular pocket knife slips, and some of them were for larger knives like folding hunters to carry on your belt and everything that I was going to take to Brother Dwayne's knife show up in Kentucky. And I had Mickey. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard the story, but I have Mickey's grandfather's Bibles, his sermon Bibles. His grandfather was a pastor, and I have those. I have vacuum sealed those. I had those and a Ziploc bag full of knife slips. I think there were 22 knife slips. And all that I was going to take up there, and I was going to give Mickey his Bibles and give away some knife slips. And I walked out the door, went to Kentucky, and left them on the kitchen table. Folding hunters. Oh, yeah. Folding hunter. Well, my favorite knife pattern, I'm pretty sure it's known by now, but my favorite knife pattern is a full-size sod buster as far as a usable knife. And after the sod buster, it kind of goes into several fixed blades when you're working with them, you know, because I don't want a blade closing up on my hand. But yeah, my folding hunters are right there. I love folding hunters. If it's a case, if it's a whatever, I just love folding hunters. I sent three folding hunters to Brother Dwayne's knife auction, and I want to say 3 or 4 jumbo trappers. I love jumbo trappers too, but I just thinning some stuff out. I still got a couple of jumbo trappers and a couple of folding hunters, and you know, and to be honest, I feel a lot more free. I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I had so much stuff that it was like overwhelming me. And I got rid of a lot of that stuff, and just saving back money and things. But I needed to get rid of stuff, and I feel more free now. I can actually walk in my shop and find a few things now. I still got too much stuff, but I'm gonna fix that too. I got 2 more yard sales coming up. So y'all come on by, get a yard sale. Nick, I'm headed out. I hope everyone has a great night. Hey, Nick, good to see you, buddy. You have a good one. I'll hook up with you sometime this week, and we'll find out what you want on that gunsling, and we'll get you set up. Yeah, Nick's a great guy. Who even carries those huge things? Yeah, I hear you, Harold. Yeah, Harold's another connoisseur of the folding hunter too. He got some nice folding hunters. Oh, yeah, folding hunters just, I don't know. All the guys in my family, I've told y'all the story when I was a little kid. All the men would be getting ready to go hunting and stuff, and we all hunted public land back then, and I'm back to hunting public land. I love it. And I got right 3 miles from my house, I got 96,000 acres that I can hunt for $50 a year and never see the same place twice. So I love hunting public land. But they all hunted public land. They'd all be getting ready to go hunt, and I was too little to go. And my grandpa and my uncles wouldn't take me with them because you never know who's gonna be on that public land. You know, it's not a good idea to take little bitty kids, and I was a little bitty kid, but I'd see them all put on their orange hat and their vest and take off, and that's one reason, well, the main reason I love orange. And I'm a Clemson fan, I'm a rabid Clemson fan. You have one without a sheath. Well, heck, when I get everything squared back up and get everything laid back out in my shop where I can actually get in there and start working again, hit me up. I'll make you a sheath for that. It might not be like a AW Custom Designs or Make America Great Again level sheath, but it'll hold your knife. You ain't got to worry about it falling apart. I was waiting on that. I said that with that in mind, Brother Jim, that go Tigers. You know, I think and I try not to talk about football here much because, it's not a football community or anything. I am rabid when it comes to college football. And I was looking at that game coming up on the 30th as kind of a toss-up until Brian Kelly started talking about Clemson's Death Valley being Death Valley Junior and all that kind of stuff. And he has opened a can of worms down here in Tigertown. There are billboards out with his picture saying Death Valley Junior and all that. I mean, yeah, that's some bulletin board material. Yeah, I'm a homer, Justin, and I want to say I look at it on paper and I think Clemson's offense versus LSU's defense is kind of pretty much even. I can't see LSU's revamped offensive line holding up against Clemson's front seven. I might be wrong. I thought last year the opening game with Georgia was going to be close, and they stomped their behind 35-3. Yeah, I don't. That's one thing I'm not going to do, Justin. I don't put money on college football. I don't put money on nothing. But you never know what. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in a college football game. It depends on who shows up, on a roll, who's hot, who's mad, who's not. There's just so much to college football. I honestly think the NFL is pretty much bought and paid for, but that's just my opinion. But college football is hard to predict. SEC, I got to stay with my Kentucky Wildcats. That's what you should. You should stick with your team. That's like I have a lot of people here in South Carolina that says, well, I pull for Clemson as long as they're not playing the Gamecocks. And I don't. I pull for Clemson and whoever plays the Gamecocks. That's just the way it is. I never pull for the rivals. So you stick with your team, Cliff. I tell you, another good one is going to be Texas going up to Ohio State. That's going to be a good one. They've already got Arch Manning as the leader in the Heisman Trophy race. And I don't think he's even started a game yet. He's gotten in during trash time in a couple of games. But, I look at it this way. Quinn Ewers, the quarterback at Texas, was hurt all last year. And he was still better than Arch Manning, or at least their coach thought he was, because Arch never got any of those games. You saw their starting quarterback limping and hobbling all over the place and messed up shoulder, and he's still in the game, still starting. So if Arch Manning is so great, I don't think the coach would have kept him on the sideline. But, you can't never tell. He might have just been wanting to burn a red shirt or something. I don't know. How many folks are in here? There's still a few people in here. Yeah, I just thought I'd chime in and kind of use this to sort of get kicked back off a little bit and say hey to everybody and let everybody know we're still alive. And I appreciate each and every one of you, your thoughts, your prayers, your donations, your everything. Just one day at a time. So far, so good. God's in control. And I'm positive it's going to turn out good. I appreciate you, Louie. Oh, there's Mr. Harold again. Don't forget the Catholics versus the Criminals. 2 on Sunday night. Yep. Yeah, I know you're a big Canes fan. I got a package. I don't know when I'm going to get it out because I've been working on a part of the package, Harold. But I haven't been able to finish it yet. And the other part of the package has something to do with your Canes. And yeah, I'll just leave that right there. I'm going to get it out here in the next few days, though. I want to get it to you before football season starts, at least. They want to redshirt him. Yeah, Arch Manning may be the best thing to ever grace a football field. I don't know. He was the number 1 player coming out of high school, the top rated quarterback, and he was rated higher. It's hard to get much higher, but Trevor Lawrence at Clemson was like, he was ranking the point scale .9991, and Arch Manning was .9999. You know, splitting hairs. But I just can't imagine, you know, when Trevor Lawrence came to Clemson, uh, the starting quarterback didn't last very long. And I just can't imagine if Arch was that good that he would be standing on the sideline for 2 years at Texas. Hey, it's all good. I got a funny feeling, Harold, that we might really have something to talk about toward the end of the year, the way it's shaping up, because, you know, it might be that them Tigers and them Canes wind up in Charlotte for the ACC championship. Because I think both of them, those two are the class of the ACC, which class of the ACC ain't saying a whole lot, but I believe the ACC top to bottom is going to be a whole lot better this year. Lou is still here. Yeah, I'm going to continue on the kind of the way I've been doing things on the channel, but I'm going to start mixing it up a little more with some more, you know, I want to take you guys to my local tournament lake and do some carp fishing and video it and go out and do a little hunting. Hunting's coming up real soon, and I wish, man, hunting happens during football season, and that's the thing. It always kicks me in the behind. But yeah, I hope to do some more hunting this year. Take you guys along with that. I've been snake bit the last 2 seasons. Not last year, but year before that. I ended up spraining my knee, and I was like hunting 50 yards from a truck when I did go. And then last year, I didn't get time to go much. And hopefully this year I can get out there some, and I want to do some of those catch, clean, and cook videos and just have fun with you guys. ACC not back for junior league football. I hear you, Jim. I hope all you fellers aren't too disappointed on the 30th. About this time, let's see, it's 11:38. Yeah, that should be about the right time. Matter of fact, it's 2 weeks from today. And we'll see what happens when the little Cajun Tigers come into the real Death Valley. We'll see what happens. I had to throw a little stab in there. I ain't gonna talk too awful loud. I might end up eating crow. Cheesy Moo, how you doing, Patrick? And Jeff Jackson, boys, a bunch of people slipped in here, so make sure I didn't miss nobody else. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Yeah, like I was telling everybody else, I just decided, hey, here we are, you know, still alive. And I really want to get back in the swing of stuff. The old War Wagon, I hit 448,000 in the Dodge, and she's still going, but I got to put a battery in it. And I finally got past the guilt complex on the Gladiator, and I'm starting to look at that as a blessing, and I'm enjoying it. So just hate making payments on stuff. Good Lord. But yeah, I bought that Gladiator, like, seriously. It was under 1 minute before I found out the wife headed to the hospital and found out she had cancer. So yeah, it took me a little while to get past that, but yep, dove season opens real soon. Matter of fact, dove season opens the day after the Clemson Tigers beat the LSU Tigers. So no, I take it back. 2 days after, because that's on the 30th and it opens September 1st. I might make it to a dove field. I don't know. I used to love to go dove hunting, but we had some private fields to go to and have one really good public field. But now, man, last time I went to a public field, we have low birds flying all day long and dodging fine shot. I mean, people don't care. If it flies, they shoot. Dreaming, Hey, we might see. I mean, who knows? Brother Jim, you might be right. If I had to bet the farm on it, though, right now, I think I'd go with the orange and purple tigers. I got it figured to be 38-28. We'll see how that turns out. Public fields are tough these days. Oh, you darn right. Man, like I was saying, we went to, last time I went to a public field was like 2-3 years ago. And people yelling, low bird, boom, 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 boom. And you hear a fine shot all around you, back through the trees behind you. You go in and the game wardens act like you're checking into Alcatraz or something, you know. And I mean, if your gun's plugged, what else do you need to know? You got the license and your gun's plugged, you know. But I don't know, around here they want to ask you 50,000 questions and, uh-oh. It's like Ford and Chevy. Mike Simple Life, y'all got to get some Spotlight. They're easier to shoot at night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we used to get in the truck and go around Spotlight fields here. And in the lower part of South Carolina, down below Columbia, between Columbia and Charleston, there are still a couple of game zones where you can shine deer at night up until 11 p.m. And we used to could do that up here, but not no more. Yeah, if you get caught, if you're driving your vehicle and you have to pull in somewhere, you miss your turn or something, and you pull in somewhere and back out to leave, if you don't turn your headlights off when you pull in and start to back up and a game warden sees you, he can get you for spotlighting. I kid you not. I know a couple of people who have paid the price for that. And God forbid if you got a firearm in your vehicle. Oh, Lord. Now you're spotlighting, night hunting. Oh, my goodness. South Carolina game wardens are tough. Easier to shoot at night. That's not, I figured Mike could come up with something like that. Yeah, there may come a time where we don't need to worry too much about, you know, regulations and stuff. But until then, I think I'd rather stay out of jail. Come here, Coot. Coot went down in the woods goofing around. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I appreciate you putting your old stinky paws all over me, you old wet dog. Say hey. Say howdy. Say howdy. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to have to get you big old behind out of my lap. He is fully in my lap. You're not no lap dog, son. He's a big baby. He's a big baby. Say howdy. Yeah. Yeah, my buddy. In a survival situation. Exactly, Mike. In a survival situation, they can take the rule book and start a fire with it. Everybody's saying, hey, Cooper. Say, what's up? Say, what's up? Yeah, he came out here while I was working on the chicken run and everything today and sat down right over there beside me and sat there and watched the whole day. Oh, my goodness, I'm seeing some stars. Either stars or alien craft or something. Yeah, I'm starting to see some stars. I hadn't seen stars in like 3 weeks. Cheesy Moon, any Western fans here tonight? Yep. I'm a fan of all things Western. Oh, come on, buddy. You got it. Oh, God. You know this chair is rated at 250 and I'm already pushing it, so we need to get you up. Come on. Okay, just chill out. Yeah, I got a Western fixed blade. I can't remember which one it is. Is it W36? I got a real good deal on it, and I cleaned it up, and then I got another one. It's not a 36. I can't remember which one it is. But I got to cut out the leather rings and everything to restack a handle and buff it down and all. Yeah, I sent a bunch. Oh, well, not a bunch. Maybe 4 or 5 Western knives up to Dwayne's auction when he was doing auctions for Yvonne. Got a fixie coming, Patrick. How did you? Staggy. Oh, a stag handle fixed blade Western. If you guys will excuse me for just 1 second, right back. Maybe 2 or 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Let me move this back. Might be where y'all can see me. Or not. Excuse me, Cooper. Come on, boy. Get away from the tripod. Oh, there's. Had to go get some water out of the ice chest. Been one of them kind of days. No, I wasn't having to shake it, Brother Harold. Not yet. If I drink all this water, I might. Yeah, playing with them earlier too. Had them hanging over here in the woods. Just seeing how long batteries last in them. Little lightsaber looking things. I think I still prefer the Kim sticks, Break 6, but these work really good. Got little carabiners on the end of them. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of these things. Got them in all the bug out and get home bags. And so I put new batteries in two of them. Well, two of them still hanging out at the creek. I look down there every now and then and see if I still see them. See how long the batteries last. Get ready, Mike. She's raining here now. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I'm seeing stars. Man, has it rained as much at your house, Justin, Dwayne? Y'all don't live far from me. It is, man. My raised beds, I went to pick tomatoes earlier, and I probably had a half a bushel of tomatoes. Every one of them split wide open. And I got in one raised bed, I got potatoes in there, and I started checking on the taters, and they getting root rot. So just too much rain. Oh gosh, hit it my way. Yeah. Hey, good night, Patrick. You have a good one, buddy. Yeah, 2 weeks now. It's pretty much rained for 2 weeks. It'll stop. Well, earlier this morning I got up and there a couple of clouds and it was sunny, and I mean it started getting hot, and as soon as I went down to Home Depot to get the rest of the stuff for the chicken run and all, got back, as soon as I pulled up in the yard and parked the trailer with the stuff on it, it started pouring rain. So I had 2 bags of concrete get soaked through. Coop. You have a good night, Patrick, if you hadn't done gone yet. Maters all busting, yep. I hate that too, because all my maters, well, the biggest part of them is coming off now. And I picked a whole bunch of green ones. And I'm probably going to do some fried green tomatoes on the Blackstone tomorrow. But yeah, most of them, if they start turning red, they split open. Big E, how you doing? It's good to see you, brother. Just doing one of my little disjointed impromptu. Hey, look, I'm soaking wet with sweat lives. Cheers. First bottle was pretty good, so I figured I'd try another. Great value purified drinking water. Okay. Big eating knife. Now, that's a fella right there with a daggum knife collection. Arizona, you see no rain. Close yesterday, but just a trick. Yeah, I usually this time of year I'm not complaining. Well, I'm not gonna complain now, but man, my yard looks like the daggum Amazon jungle. Cause I might tomorrow afternoon I might just have to break down, fire the lawnmower up and cut it, and it'll look like I got cow poop everywhere. But it's getting high and it's soaking wet. It's like I can walk through the yard when the ground is spongy and water comes up out of the ground everywhere I step. Oh, Marco. Want me to come help you cut it? Man, I wish I could. About 5, 6 years ago, I went to Home Depot. Sorry, brain. Went to Home Depot and I was looking at the zero-turn mowers. Well, I decided I wasn't going to buy a zero-turn unless it had a welded deck, a fab deck. Because a stamped deck, you might as well just get a tractor. It's got basically the same thing. So I wound up getting a 24 horsepower, 48-inch cut Cub Cadet. And the first 4 or 5 years, it was wonderful. And this year, everything on that lawnmower except the engine has broke or I've had to work on it. And right now, I hit up here where I'm at. Seems like every time it rains, there are rocks everywhere under the ground, and another rock gets exposed, and I hit it and tear a blade up. So I'm about to put my second set of blades on this summer, and I got to go pick up one bearing housing and get a new blade belt, and hopefully I can make it the rest of the season with that. But I'm gonna get one of those Bobcat. It's not like Bobcat, as in like zero-turn Bobcat. Bobcat lawnmowers. I'm gonna get one of those next year, I believe, or one of those bad boys or big boys or whatever you call it. Something with a manufactured deck, a welded deck. Well, look at there. There's Mr. Gordon. How you doing, Kodiak Edge? I got to see some of your. Was it last Sunday? I think it was last Sunday. Yeah, it was last Sunday. I was sitting in the bedroom watching your live with the wife. Yeah, I'll get used to these glasses one day. There's still a few people hanging on in here. I'm surprised. Start getting right there at midnight, you know. Is that Mike Simple Life feller still here? Used to be Mike's Life, Mike Simple Life. Yeah, I finished the. Well, I didn't finish it. I was about halfway where I wanted to be with the traveling knife from the Knife Shift / Travis the Case Guy, formerly known as. And I was probably halfway, 3/4 of the way through. I showed the knife off and had a bunch of stickers and showed everybody sticker and everything. And I was watching it back. I imported it into my little editor. You know, I was watching it back, and I never said the Knife Shift one time. I called him Travis the Case Guy all the way through it. So I'm gonna redo most of that. Greg, how are you, sir? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, that right there. I was gonna show y'all that right quick. This isn't the one my son gave me, the tactical light. But this joker right here is stupid insane. And the best thing about it is the batteries last almost forever in it. What the heck is that back there behind me? Oh, that's my little yellow sign. But and then after you turn it off, it glows in the dark. If you leave it on for like 30 seconds, it'll glow like that for the next hour. So if you drop it on the ground, you can find it real easy. But this is one that came in. It was a Cooper. Somebody turned around in the driveway and headed back up the road. And Cooper took offense to that. But I can't remember who this thing's made by. Blackfire. And this was gifted to me. I know y'all not gonna be able to see the name. Gifted to me by dadgum, are y'all gonna make your mind up where you're going? But anyway, the Blackfire light was gifted to me by Brian at Brian's Knives, and it has a work light setting on it, pushed in and hold it in. Oh, and it shines out the side of it. Well, there you go, sorry. Everybody's got a black dot in front of their face now. But yeah, I've been testing on this thing. It's rechargeable too. And it lasts forever. I think he got them on Amazon, because he got one and did a review on it, and he sent me this one. And I've had it in the truck and in the Jeep for months. And I took it out yesterday and charged it up and laid it on top of the wife's truck over here that needs work, and just let it sit there till it run down, and forgot to time it. So I'm gonna do that again. Killer little light. Green Man has been hanging back a little lately, but still from my peeps. But stress has me pulling back a lot. I just trying not to get completely hidden on my shell. Yeah, man, it's just gotta keep pushing, dude. I mean, everybody is this, like what Greg just said there. Everybody has things they deal with, and I know the things we've been dealing with here lately seem insurmountable, but there are always people going through things, and you just got to keep going, man. I mean, I know it's easy to say that, but you can't let it get you too down. Keep on keeping on. Prayers for you. I appreciate that, Greg. Prayers for you too, buddy. I know kind of what you're going through to an extent, but you never really know what somebody else is going through. And 3K giveaway. Did you hit 3K, Gordon? Oh, I was about to get my phone and look at YouTube to see. That's real bright. Congratulations. When you having your giveaway? I'll put a post up on my channel and let everybody know you're gonna have a giveaway. Two Benchmades September 1st. My goodness, that's a heck of a giveaway. Well, congratulations, brother. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Oh well, it ain't no big deal. I lost my dip. Cooper! Sorry. He must have saw a cat or a squirrel or air or something. Once it gets turned on, man, 5 swag packs giving away an amp. JF giving away an amp. What kind of amp? Bigfoot. Are you making chicken? Nah, I put a bunch of chickens up. Yeah, I built a new chicken coop over here. The one I had out at our property runs a long ways down the road up here. I got a big red barn that's really recognizable, so I don't show anybody, because anybody going down the road, you'd know where I live. Or not you, but you know, there might be some weirdos that would know where I live. Oh, good. My daughter just texted me and said I put Cooper inside. She put Cooper away. That's a bright little light. It's starting to get hot. But the tactical light, I'll do a little short with it or something maybe tomorrow. But I can't remember the name of the light. But that thing is, when you turn it on, you can turn it on and put it on spot and hold a balloon like at the end of your arm, and it'll pop the balloon. Yeah, it's wicked. Coop got him treed. Cooper's your neighbor's name? Yeah, I got a crazy blue tick named Cooper, man. He's something else. I like the lyrics there, Gordon. Yeah, I used to have 2 old red bone hounds, and man, those things, Jesus, oh Lord, all night long. I kept them outside in a kennel, and that's back when I coon hunted and everything. And one of those things, it was so mean, it would try to bite me, and I didn't go for that too long. He ended up having to go down the road. Cornbread, when are we gonna do the knife podcast? Knife podcast. I remember us talking about that. There's been so much stuff going on. I'd like to do a podcast. Have a podcast where you can have different people on. You know, I don't really know exactly how it works. It's like a phone-in deal and all that, but it sounds like it'd be fun. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of research into that. How does a podcast work? I know one guy, he does a podcast and he records it on Audacity, I think it is. He bought not a real expensive, but a good microphone, and he records it on Audacity, and he'll have different people on every week. And his name is Skinny Medic. He's got a big channel. Well, he's got the podcast, and then he's got a big YouTube channel. He is like the head guy over EMS and emergency management and all that stuff here in Pickens County, South Carolina. But you guys look him up. He's got some good stuff. The name of his YouTube channel is Skinny Medic. It's good stuff. Yeah, we'll talk, bud. I'd like to figure that stuff out. I've always been interested in podcasts. I think was it Terry that was talking about doing a podcast there a while back? I've gotten so disjointed with everything going on. I got to get caught back up. You can see what I'm dealing with here. The smoke. Part of it's from the far. Part of it's from the wind just changed direction. So now the citronella is blowing away from me. Stand by. I'm going to let you guys go here in a minute, because I'm going to go in and get me a shower and hang out with the old lady for a while. Get that log out of there. Yeah, sometimes it's not real wise to do that. You ever reached in and slapped the log out of the fire that was covered in bright coals? I have. Not real proud to admit that. OHT still here with StreamYard. You can have up to 6 folks on with their free version. Now, StreamYard, do you use that for podcast too, or is that like a live? I remember StreamYard, oh my goodness. Thrifty Kniffy and a bunch of those guys get on. There's a couple of them actually that do big lives with a bunch of people on there, and I remember seeing StreamYard on their stuff. Live streaming. Night Joe. Have a good one, Joe. Whoa, where'd we go? Joe Casper at Night All. Hope you have a great evening, buddy. Pins and Pin Blades, how are you, sir? Just kind of sitting out here chit-chatting beside the fire a little bit. It's almost worth having a fire behind you and a little bit of warmth on a... It's not real bad tonight. It's actually 77. My watch will tell you what temperature it is. It says 77 degrees. So that's not horrible. But I got the fire back in behind me, and it's burnt down to just a smoldering bed of coals now. So just trying to keep them dag-gym skeeters out here. On the Edge 17. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. Yeah, I was just telling all you guys I wanted to just drop in and say, hey, still alive. Be cranking some stuff back up, and I might even do a little bit of guitar. You know, it's the Appalachia. It's not a guitar here. It's a guitar. A little bit of guitar stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, Gordon, I was telling him earlier when I started this, I got a trade, and I traded a PSA, Palmetto State Armory, Freedom Edition AR, which is like $399 or something like that, and it was either 2 or 3 knives, and this guy had ordered a backup guitar, flat top guitar, and he plays a Martin D28, all right. So he ordered a Martin 000 D15 for a backup guitar, and we were talking, and he wanted that AR, and I threw a couple of knives in. Well, he had ordered this guitar and hadn't even got it yet, and he traded it to me for that AR. So I even got a hat with it, Martin hat. Got me a real hillbilly, you know. And she sounds good. That's probably, no, it ain't probably, that is by far the best trade I've ever gotten. And it was all his idea. I wouldn't even propose that, you know. Zona. Yeah, it kind of blew my mind, Gordon. It was 2 weeks ago. I had a fella, I was thinking about selling my Les Paul, and a guy come up and he gave me a pretty good deal. It was mostly a cash deal because I putting back money, and I didn't need it. I had 2 Les Pauls. One of them was a standard and one of them was a Studio Elite. I still got the Studio Elite, but I sold him the standard. And then this guy comes up with this. I sold an Epiphone, one of those inspired by Gibson Epiphone J45s. I sold it, so now this Martin will take its place. So I don't need a bunch of guitars. I'm just like, I just enjoy playing. I'm not in a band, never will be in a band. Yeah, this is the first Martin I've had. I got it yesterday, and I played it last night till about 2:30 in the morning. And I was keeping the wife up. She said, "Are you about done?" So I turned it off, let her go to bed. I got two driveways, and this driveway here, that's like the third vehicle that's come down the road tonight and turned around there, went back the other way and goosed it. But you know, whatever. But yeah, I got a good bit. I'm going to be doing the traveling knife shift knife probably tomorrow. I got to re-record some things because I called him Travis the Case Guy all the way through it, and got a this sucks with the light. Got a hard use review, very hard use review coming out on this, the Gerber Prodigy, and I haven't figured out yet. I've had several people tell me. Somebody even told me in here tonight they sell these at Walmart. And somebody said they had them for like $39 or something dollars, and I don't get it because to me there's not much difference in the Gerber Prodigy. It's a USA made knife than there is the Gerber Strong Arm, and I love the Strong Arm, but the Strong Arms are now like $90. When I bought my Strong Arm, they were like $45. And but yeah, I'm doing this. I'm going to be doing the Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. I gave them a little pre-run today, about $30 or something, and dag near indestructible knives. And you're looking for a good knife to put in a get home bag or bushcrafting. Yeah, a folder for bushcrafting. I kid you not. You get one, and within reason, you're not going to break it. If you get it intentionally trying to break it, you might can break it. But and I had a couple more I was going to bring out here, but yeah, I got a bunch of that kind of stuff coming up. Walmart has the best knives right now, kicking Benchmade's butt. Tell Louie I love. Hey Louie, Gordon loves you. But yeah, I wish my Walmart carried some of these knives everybody else's Walmarts are carrying. But yeah, right now I don't really need any knives right now. I'm not a collector, and I got rid of, I sent 45, I think, up to Dwayne's auction, and around here I probably sold another 150. And I know I probably still got 100 knives, and that's probably about 60 more than I need. But hey, they fun. They're not eating groceries. Do you have a favorite Walmart knife, Louie? Well, the favorite one I bought a Swiss-Tech fixed blade, and it was a really killer knife. And I went and bought another one just like it, and I want to say Dennis Whipple won it in a giveaway. And that and the orange, now if we're not talking about like buck 110s at Walmart, so that and the orange Ozark Trail. So that Swiss-Tech fixed blade and the orange Ozark Trail is probably my favorite Walmart knives. New blue knife from Walmart. $20. Huh. I remember they had a knife a couple of years ago. I got a couple of them. Like an aluminum handle little flipper. It was a really good knife too. Ask Louie about his custom buck 110. Did you customize it? I've seen some of that back spring engraving or work, and you guys been taking these knives apart. I wish I had the patience to do that. It's an Ozark Trails knife. Have you had it on your channel, Louie? He loves it. He knows it. Now I'm truly an old man looking through the bottom of my glasses. Never got a custom at Buck except the one I ordered from Buck. Lose me. No, he hates me. I don't believe that. Not for a second. Oh, Lordy. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up and put all this out and go in the house and hang around with the wife a little bit. I got to get me a shower. She's probably not going to let me in the bedroom with her where she's watching TV until I get a shower, because I probably stink. I've been in here all day. And now the sky is full of stars. Something tells me it's not going to last long. But at least I didn't get rained on. I got to talk to you fellers and fellerettes. I don't think I've seen any fellerettes, but you fellers. Hey, you have a good one, brother. I hope all you guys have an awesome night. I appreciate all y'all. I really do. We're gonna be having some more stuff come out and some more participation going on. So I hope y'all have a good one. Until I talk to y'all again, peace and God bless.